Somebody changed it to highlighter.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
All right, everybody good with the dot diagram for oxygen? 6 dots. She drew 2 separate. You could have drawn 2 together and made 2, 2, and 2. Doesn't matter as long as you got 6 dots. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right. What type of bond does K have, Malik?
Let's do the one thing I didn't do.
Okay. I'll come back to you. Janelle, what kind of bond does K have? Metal is good. CO, Eduardo. Okay, so what kind of bond would it be? Don't tell him over there. Yes, C and O are both nonmetals, so covalent is correct.
Yeah.
All right. What's the oxidation number for fluorine, Malik?
1.
Is it positive or negative 1?
Negative.
Negative 1. Very good. What's the oxidation number for aluminum, Diavian?
3.
Positive or negative?
Negative. Oh, positive.
Positive 3. All right. How many outer shell electrons does silicon have, Jose? This was from when you were here, so I feel good asking you this one. Outer shell or valence electrons for silicon. Collect your periodic table. I'm all good with that. 4. Very good. 4 is the right answer. For nitrogen, Liliana, how many outer shell electrons for nitrogen? Well, that's your periodic table. I'm all about some equal going around getting everybody today.
Right.
You what? Wait, not have your hat on today. Huh? Nitrogen? What group is it in?
Oh, 15.
So what number of electrons would it have? Count from the left.
Oh, start from right here.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I like that last answer. 5. All right. So CaO. How do we write its name? Grace, tell me its name.
What, CaO?
CaO.
It's carbon dioxide. What?
Wrong element. Look up Ca again.
Calcium. Wait, no.
Yes, calcium oxide. K2S, urelli.
Okay, I don't know how to say it.
Look on your periodic
I don't know how
table.
to say it. Yeah, that.
Potassium.
Yeah, that. Potassium, sulfide?
Yes, potassium sulfide. All right, Tyler. NaClO3.
Sodium. I didn't get it.
All right, you see how hard you're looking up ClO3 on the periodic table and can't find it?
Sodium.
It's right here.
So what does that mean if you can't find it there? Where should you be looking? Green card.
Oh, yeah. Oh, chlorate.
Sodium chlorate. All right, now Jaya.
Okay. Magnesium.
Try again.
Wait, it's not.
Not magnesium.
Oh, I thought it was a G. My bad.
Manganese.
Where is it? Okay,
25.
manganese.
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 Manganese oxide.
Well, what was KS?
All right, you're really telling me what KS was again.
KS?
Mhm.
Oh, potassium sulfide.
Potassium sulfide. All right, everybody good with 1 through 5?
Yeah.
All right, so number 6. Can I get Mario to go write magnesium chloride on the board? Go write magnesium chloride on the board. Magnesium chloride. Put the answer up there. Before I die of old age. Stop watching a movie.
Can I try it?
No, Mario's trying it.
Got banana? Got it.
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah.
Use oxidation numbers.
MG group 2.
I'll put it.
Oh, wrong.
Is he right?
No, okay.
No.
That's what I put. I need help.
Magnesium has an oxidation number of what?
Negative 2.
2. Positive 2. Chlorine has an oxidation number of what?
7.
People, we're not using outer shell electrons.
Oh. Like I said, that's
Oh, 1. -1.
yeah, 1 negative 1.
So Mg is here, chlorine is here. So we got a 2 and we got a 1. We don't even have to worry about it's negative. All right, so we got a 1 there. What do we do with that 2 and that 1?
Cross.
So we get MgCl 2. All right, we got it? Who wants to do aluminum oxide?
I got it.
I think
All right, now we're going to do aluminum oxide.
There ain't no space.
Erase.
That works too.
That's what we need.
Hold on. I got it. That's right.
Yep.
And where did these come from? You just like that, right?
Yep.
Guys and water.
Sure.
And then now what?
Write it without all that crap in it.
That?
Mm-hmm.
Now that?
Al2O3. All right. Everybody got it? All right, how about sodium carbonate? Can I get a volunteer on that one? All right, now, Jay. Just erase some of what's up there with your hand.
Okay.
Big hand.
Is it open?
No, your hand.
Put my hand. Oh.
If you use your whole palm, it'll erase it big.
Okay.
Y'all been in here 15 weeks and y'all haven't learned that yet?
No.
Okay.
Wait. For this one, I don't know how to, because I know it's on the other one, but how do you write it out when you switch it? Are you switching this?
Okay, so you switch around to CO3 and then switch.
Okay, so keep trace.
All right, while now Jay is doing that, I need to see your homework.
Homework.
Homework. Wait, is that right?
No, be easy with that pen. Now switch.
Oh, so I'm supposed to switch that.
Yeah.
Miss Wall, you told me to switch it that other way.
Bring them down. Gotta be subscripts.
Dang, Miss Wall.
Yeah, but
Miss McLeod.
you can't hold his own on the album. He alright.
So this 2 is going here.
Oh, and then you have to bring that one.
Listen to him right now.
Oh. I didn't
Now
know
we're
that.
live.
To him right now.
Yeah, it's old stuff. It's that good.
Homework?
I know it's been experimental, but.
Invite myself.
Hey, man.
Welcome to Miss Wall's Live. Today we'll be learning too much. He's going to her thing later.
I didn't say anything.
Clearly, this is the answer. NA2 CO31.
All right, who wants to do the last one? Y'all be on the way up there to do the last one.
I don't even know the last one.
This is the last one. Oh, I didn't get to finish it.
Travis ain't dropping anytime soon. I know that.
Yeah, it ain't like the old one.
CA. I think it's 2.
Markel gave you a 10.
Are you? Oh, yeah.
10.
Yeah, I need that.
I do need that.
And then hydrogen. I think it's just where is it?
Miss Wall.
It's right here.
I know, but it's an oxidation thingy though.
That's because it has 2
Oh,
letters.
that's right. You said you didn't want one.
It has 2 big letters.
Yeah, that's what I just told you.
No, you're just
I
gonna say
just said that 10
just because you tell me you didn't want one doesn't mean you get a pass.
I know it's hard with Chris.
Oh, did you just get mine? Did you get mine?
Yep.
Okay. What about me?
I already checked yours.
What's up with Cardi getting this song?
Why can't I find it?
Miss Wall, for the hydrogen things, I was confused. What about hydrogen? Does that count for one?
It's hydroxide, so it's OH. It's on the reference sheet.
Dang, you ain't
That's
know
right,
it.
OH. All right, so these take that 2 out.
Not J.O.
What you talking about now?
So you talking about put 2 right there.
I
Yeah,
sure
it's
did.
at the top. The oxidation number at the top.
C.
You know what? People don't
All right,
listen.
put the
That's why I
oxidation
don't
numbers at the top.
I
So
forgot.
put the 2 at the top.
And I tried to
Okay,
help you.
take it out there.
What?
All right. Mainly because it's going to be hard to write.
How do you put 08?
All right, put your 2 at the top, your 1 at the top. All right, so if I take over for Diaby on here, she's got her calcium and her hydroxide, right? And I'm going to let her do it. All right, the thing you've got to do in both Nigea's, and I'm going to write Nigea's over here again too. All right, so Nigea had sodium and carbonate, and she had a 2 and a 1 at the top. The thing both ladies have to do is they need parentheses around their polyatomic ion. So Diabion's got parentheses around OH now, right? So now she's going to crisscross her 2 and her 1. So show us what we get after we crisscross.
Like you. I'm trying to help you. You want to listen first time.
All right, that subscript is flying in the air. Where does a subscript belong?
Shut up. Because I heard.
Yes, it belongs at the bottom.
So, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. You want me to write it like down here?
It's fine. I don't care. It just the subscript just needs to be at the bottom.
You said you don't really have to write one, right?
You don't have to write ones. You can, and I won't take off one. There you go. See, the 2's at the bottom. You had your 2 flying around up here at the top, which was the problem. Okay? And then if you did this one, the 2 would be here and the 1 would be there. Okay, does that make sense? All right, can we look at your homework?
Yes.
All right,
Can I get some water?
and our quiz this week will be laid out like this. All right, so if we look at homework. Whoops, wrong one.
Get some water.
I already said yes. I know, the banana's tough on drinking. All right, question 1. All right, so for the formulas, you should have MgCl2.
For number 1.
Yes, for those of us who did it, MgCl2. For those of you who want to turn in late, I should not see you writing. Take your hat off your head, even though it looks like you've got a mortarboard for graduation on top of your head. Number 2, Na2CO3. It should look like this one right there.
Yeah.
Should look like that one. All right, number 3, SNF2. 4, ALI3. Number 5, KBr. 6, AL2O3. 7, CUI2. 8, SNCl4. 9, HF. 10, AG3. Parentheses, PO4, close the parentheses. 11, CDS. If you had CD2S2, you should have reduced because those two 2's cancel.
Also, you just don't put it on.
Right, you cancel out. It's like having a 2 over a 2 in math class, they reduce. Now, you take care of the door. And number 12, AL2, take care of the door. Parentheses, SO4, close the parentheses, 4. All right, number 1, the name, magnesium chloride. All right, number 2, sodium carbonate. Number 3, tin fluoride. Number 4, aluminum iodide. 5, potassium bromide. 6, aluminum oxide. 7, copper iodide. 8, tin chloride. 9, hydrogen fluoride. 10, silver phosphate. 11, cadmium sulfide. And 12, aluminum sulfate. Questions?
No.
Fabulous. What's next? All right, practice that. And then we'll do covalent.
Blickers.
Huh? There are
Blickers.
no blickers today. It'll take about 10 minutes to do what you can on this. Some of you will finish before we move on. So just hand it over. And one back there, Markel. Some of you will not finish. May not get 5 done before I'm prepared to move on. Practice on ion. Because today we're going to add in covalent. Yesterday, all we learned how to do was ion. Today we have to learn how to do covalent, and then we have to mix the 2 systems, which I hate having to do in physical science, but unfortunately that's part of our curriculum. Okay? I'll just sit there. Find some answers. Yes, Gary.
Bromine be alright.
Do the part you like best first. If you'd rather write formulas, write formulas. If you think writing names are easier, start with writing names. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The formulas is the ones where you gotta like do the cross section.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why don't you do some work? Put that up. Just to make sure somebody can get going. Where's your food? Why are your feet up there?
Look at, because
How did you get it all the way?
That's negative 1, 2.
Let's leave it there for one.
I'm hungry.
Positive or negative.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
right.
It's like a breaker. So what?
Where's sodium?
It's the NA in the first.
Thank you.
No, but it's gonna be on quiz you're gonna see later this week.
You said they have two crossing up. Here.
What'd you say, you rally?
You said they have two crossing up.
I couldn't hear you.
You said they have the two on both sides. You can't-
Yes, if they have twos on both sides, you cancel, that's correct.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
CO. Yes, it's one. That's, they told me those ones.
Yep, if you've got it done, I'll be glad to take a look at it. Third.
It's small.
There's a whole entire backstop for one little place.
I don't even care if you don't do the one little question, if you do the front side.
I'm gonna ask a question.
This wall.
What,
What's aluminum?
ammonia?
Whatever.
Ammonium?
Yeah.
Ammonium is the first polyatomic ion on the sheet.
Ammonia?
Oh.
Are they related?
Works the same way, you just put parentheses around the front instead of the end.
Are they related in there?
Ammonia, ammonium and ammonium, yes. Okay. I'm gonna save on those, I'll be putting in home trades in a second, okay. Now, have you put in oxidation numbers that crisscrossed up top or just wrote down everything? Okay, so you gotta look up the oxidation numbers on each of those that crisscross. So look up NA, look up BR and crisscross.
-1 and what else?
So the first thing I would do on exam day is take your periodic table they give you. Well, you don't have to draw, because they give you a periodic table, label it. So across my table, I'd write +1, +2, +3, plus or minus 4, -3, -2, -1, 0. And then I just look them up. Now, when you write this,
Do the same.
then they'll cancel out.
So it's just an ABR.
Right. Now, when you write PO4, PO4, the 4 is at the bottom. Yeah, but you put it outside. That 3 that's at the top, that 3 is the oxidation number. That's what needs to go on the outside. See how we write it down? See how it says PO4 at the bottom?
Yeah, I didn't.
So the 4 stays at the bottom. That 3 is outside, so that's the oxidation number. So like when you look up carbonate, see how carbonate has a 3 at the bottom and that 2 is outside? No. The 2 is the oxidation number. When you crisscross it, it goes where? That's right. It comes down here. You don't want it flying in the air up there. Okay? It's not too much. It's not too much. No, we're gonna go over it. I'll be glad to check it.
If, like, for calcium chloride, right? The little number on the reference sheet, beside
Yeah.
chloride, do we keep that?
The little number at the bottom is the subscript. You don't do anything with it. The number at the top is what you crisscross with. If it just says minus, it means it's a -1.
So do you, so if it's calcium chloride, calcium has 2,
Yes.
and chloride has nothing?
So you're crisscrossing a 2 and a 1.
So the calcium will get nothing and the chloride will get 2?
Yes.
So you just
You know, I'd be so much happier if you and Grace worked without holding hands. Just saying.
Well,
I didn't say you didn't do your work. I never said that.
have you ever been in love?
I'm married. I got it covered.
So you know how you
But
know
I managed to go many places all day long and not hold hands. There are places that you just can't, or you shouldn't. Okay? There are places that it's okay. Middle class is one of those that's just
All
not okay.
places are okay.
Shut up, Jose. Okay, I can't tell what this is. What's this say? Is that 3?
Magnesium is right here. I'm taking a second row.
What's that say?
Wait, what's the
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Sodium,
what are you looking at?
right here.
Which one was it? CRO? Oh, I think I don't know. I think it was the 1.
It's supposed to be a 1.
You just expecting me just a second. What do you think I hear you?
Wow. What did I say?
I don't remember what you said, but I heard you say something.
You said CIO. Stop.
I do it right?
Other than those 2 I fixed.
The 2 you fixed. What you fix on this one?
You need to do what to it? It's got 2 2s.
Cancel out?
Yes,
So neither one of them got it.
that's right.
Erase it then, what's wrong? All you gotta do is erase the 2s.
So that should be MgO. This one, see how that has a NH4 on it?
It's on
The oxidation number is 1, that oxidation number is 1. They cancel out, so it's just NH4I. And we don't know what that was, so I made it go away. It doesn't have anything.
Fine.
Do you mind? Why you sit like, people will like to walk this way.
First of all. I
Stop
have-
complaining, just go sit down. Who else has a
Exactly, sit
question?
down, boy.
New York girl.
Why is potassium okay?
It's based on its Latin name.
Potassium.
I can tell you what it is in a second.
I don't understand number 10.
You mess up paper like that. Take it apart.
It's Kalium, Kalium. So the first name in potassium is K. That's why. All right, what you got?
Wrong.
It's a mess. All right, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I just told the audio. So when you get the periodic table on exam day, all right, you're gonna open it up. It's gonna be one of these in the center, and a giant periodic table. All right, it's gonna look better than this one I'm drawing. Okay, you're gonna write +1, +2, +3, plus or minus 4, -3, -2, -1, 0. Your oxidation numbers, okay? Okay? You got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outer shell electrons. And you got your oxidation numbers. You need to write both on there. Because every place you put 6 and 7, you use the outer shell electrons. The formula's gonna be wrong every time.
Oh, so
Yeah, I
I've been
promise
putting
you.
that out of shell.
Yep, they're gonna have answers to use those. And you're gonna pick them, okay?
And I
Wrong.
It's okay, careful.
Wrong.
She does not have an assistant teacher.
Okay, so NA has 1,
Actually,
BR has a what? Has a 1 just like that does, so those 2 ones are gonna cancel out instead of you having that 1 and that 7.
oh. So that's on the problem.
Yeah, because like this one's right. This one you brought the 3 down, but you didn't find one for magnesium. Magnesium has a what? As well. If you look it up, it's going, this was a 3, but you brought down. That has a 2, so the 2 has to come down. This would have been a 2 and a 2, so what's going to happen to those 2 2s? They cancel out. So that 6 stuff blown there.
Wow. I remember that, Rachel. Next time you want something to eat, I'll remember that.
I'm sorry, I
All right, same thing here. You brought the 6 down, and you get 2,
You know, you.
because it's here.
So basically, you're trying to get the 8.
That one's good, that one's good, that one's good. Again, from that 7 and it's a what? Yep. Any place you have that 6 and 7, you didn't hammer. That 7 is a 1. And that's right. For,
Some of that birthday cake popcorn. That was good.
you're right there.
Birthday cake popcorn.
Odd.
Yep.
Odd.
Give me some.
Odd. Odd.
All right, so go back and fix that. And
You guys get some help with like figuring out the number? No,
everybody get the numbers. Carry on.
like the first one.
Oxidation.
Correct.
And the one right above
I'll make you make. Okay.
No.
Yeah, we're not going to use it.
I guess a lot.
UV. You get your,
Oxidation numbers.
So look up the group, the elements in it. So if it's magnesium, you look it up, magnesium. So, well, they can cancel each other out because they're both twos. Okay.
Plus 2 minus 2. This.
They don't add or subtract, they're just numbers.
I did.
Just for crisscross.
Don't put the hours in it.
It works.
I was going out there.
Wrong.
It looks like it's number 4.
Four has a plus one, I have a minus one.
So I was, but this, so I was right down
I know these two should go with each other. So it's just MGO.
I had that, so that's why I said leave it alone.
I don't remember that.
Ken's right, other than take off that oxidation.
And that's what happened. Oh, I'm right. Oh.
It's the only one I've graded and looked at, had the entire paper right.
You did know.
Oh, we have a bag?
Yeah, but this is.
All right, let's look at what you came up with.
It dropped.
No, okay.
I'd tell you to keep doing that, but I would be upset if you did. All right, I don't have the answer, so I gotta call them out. Another written on my answer key. All right, question 1, NABR. Question 2, MgO. Both of those have oxidation numbers that cancel each other out, so there's no subscript. Okay? Number 3, Mg3, parentheses, PO4, close the parentheses 2. 4, Ca, parentheses, ClO3, close the parentheses 2. 5, K2O. 6, Li2, parentheses, CO3, close the parentheses. Number 7, Al2, parentheses, SO4, close the parentheses 3. Number 8, Al, parentheses, C2, H3, O2, close the parentheses 3. 9, Ca, Br2. 10, wrong thing. NH4, I. Now, you can have NH4 in parentheses. Parentheses, NH4, close the parentheses, I. Number 11, zinc chloride. Has to be IDE. It's only 2 capitals. 12, aluminum nitrate. 13, magnesium bromide. 14, calcium oxide. 15, radium phosphate. 16, sodium acetate. 17, lithium hydroxide. 18, aluminum oxide. 19, aluminum carbonate. And if anybody did the back, it would be sodium oxide.
Yay.
Okay? Any questions? Anybody need me to do any of them? Explain any of them?
Number 7.
Number 7? Number 7, Al is the symbol for aluminum. So you have Al. All right, so Al is in group 13 right here. So it's plus 3. All right, sulfate is SO4 that has a -2. So parentheses, 2 comes over here, 3 comes over there. So Al2, SO4, you have 3. Okay.
I guess I just heard you wrong.
Okay, that's possible, or I may have said it wrong. Anybody else have a question? Yes, you can. All right. In that case, find your notes. This is the part I hate to teach once you guys learn how to write names. I
What
know.
about the change?
You have to learn the other system.
They give my note back.
We turn the light in the back out.
No. It's the beauty in this screen.
Take a picture.
So this necessary for us to learn.
Not really. But it's
Unfortunately, yes, it is. See if I've managed to screw it up because I moved stuff all around yesterday. I don't think I did. Let me put something in.
Can I get some water?
Yep. All right. Now, this is why I hate teaching naming. I wish the state for physical science only had us teach ionic compounds.
That covalent compound.
Yep, but they want us to teach covalent compounds also. For covalent compounds, because they're not going to have me teach a certain part of this, and I don't know if any of you guys signed up for chemistry. I doubt it. I don't want you. Did somebody say they did?
Yeah.
Okay. When we do naming next year in chemistry, there's a whole nother part of chemistry or naming that I have to add in that I don't teach in physical science because it's not part of your curriculum. With Roman numbers. Okay? Because that's not part of our curriculum. The state has added in covalent compounds, which I hate, but they did it. So, the only way to differentiate between ionic and covalent compounds is to use old system, okay? Now, because you have to learn how to name using the old system, we all have to be able to tell the difference between an ionic and a covalent compound. So, how did we do that the other day? On your phone. How did we tell the difference the other day between an ionic and a covalent compound?
Covalent is 2 non-metals.
Okay. So, before we can name, when we get down here where it says practice all naming, you have to actually take a periodic table. And you have to check if there are 2 non-metals to use this system. Okay? You cannot use this system unless there are 2 non-metals. Now, where are the non-metals at on the periodic table? To the right of the staircase. Okay? Now, the thing that happens after I do this is everybody starts using these prefixes, because old system is the prefix system, and they start slapping in these prefixes everywhere. Mono, di, tri, see a 3, and suddenly there's a tri in the name. Okay? You can only use these prefixes, though, if you have what? 2 non-metals. If you don't have 2 non-metals, we cannot use these prefixes. What do you want? Which quiz am I getting you? We didn't take a quiz on Friday.
Yes, we did take a quiz on Friday.
No, we didn't.
That's why I don't have like that 20. Oh, the quiz from yesterday. That's not that we did. That was, yeah.
Yeah. What do you want?
Jose.
You people are a pest. You eat my lunch. Show up here in class. Where's your phone? Oh, did I make it easy? Here, go back there. That way it's quiet.
Thank you.
Glad you came by to steal my food. Alright,
Are you upset if Mom cheats your lunch?
you all come in fourth period. I don't have any food left by the end of the fourth period class. Now, only they also tell me that white people eat weird food. Now, and it tastes bad after they steal it. So, I'm not convinced that my food tastes that bad given they eat it all. Now, the weird part about covalent dating is subscripts are prefixes, okay? So you have to learn 8 prefixes, but really you only have to learn 3. Because most of you know the prefixes anyways. For example, if I said what's 8, what prefix do y'all know 8 means? What? Octa, okay? Most people can tell me octopus means 8, octagon. You've learned it from other things. What means 2? Either by, we're not in a Spanish class, it's not a bad guess though. Okay? By is not a bad guess. Give me another thing you've learned for 2. Besides by. It's very close.
Die.
Die. Okay? Die is the prefix. Okay? So, the prefixes we're going to use are these. Mono is 1. Die is 2.
We have to write that if we know it.
I don't care what you write. 3 is tri. 4 is one I thought you might not know. Tetra is 4. Okay? A lot of people think quatra for 4, but we don't use quatra. We use tetra. Penta, most people know penta from pentagon. A lot of you probably remember it from driver's ed. If you took driver's ed, you talked about the pentagon for the school signs, school crossings. Diago's like, oh, no. Okay. Hexagon. Remember hexagons in math class? Hexa means 6. You've never seen a what?
Nothing.
She's never seen a what?
You won't tell my business too.
Have you seen a school crossing sign?
No.
Yes, you have. Then you've seen a pentagon. School zone. If you've seen a speed limit sign, you've seen a rectangle.
I don't speed through it. First of all, your friend speeds through things.
All right. Hepta means 7, and octa is 8. So I would bet that most of you probably don't have to learn more than 2 of those out of the 8. Okay. So learning the prefixes should not be hard for us. The hardest part for this for most of us is knowing when we can use it and when we can't use it.
Honestly, I've never seen Hepta before. Like the 7.
Yeah.
I never really knew what 7 was.
Okay. 7 is hepta.
like some like septa.
It's like a heptagon ball.
Yeah. Usually we just call them polygons.
What?
Hepta.
So it's like the polygon means 7 or
A polygon means many sides, so a heptagon would refer to 7 specifically instead of many.
Kind of smart.
All right.
Just go.
So, first of all, this is what makes old system work. A prefix is a subscript, okay? So, there is no criss crossing. Out of the way. Of oxidation numbers. Okay?
I wrote CHRIS. Chris.
All right. There's no crisscrossing of oxidation numbers here. The prefix is the subscript. So if it says disulfur, that means you have how many sulfurs? 2 sulfurs. If it says tetraoxide, that means there's 4 oxygen. There's no crisscrossing here. That's what makes this system different. Okay? Really?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Sounded like you and the lab counter. All right. So if we want to write the formula for this, okay? If we want to write the formula, there's no crisscrossing. Okay? The prefix is the subscript. What is the symbol for carbon? So you write C. What prefix is on carbon? What prefix is on carbon? Then there's no prefix on carbon. It's just a 1. Was that a lack of information, or were you good to go on that?
It was okay.
It was okay. Okay. I like that. All right. So chloride is what? Okay. So we're going to put 4 on it. What's the symbol? And that's it. Now, I would write it as CCl4 because what don't I write? I don't write the 1. Okay? There's no crisscrossing here.
Will we ever have to turn the numbers into the letter?
Next.
So it's always going to be spelled out first?
Yes. No. You talking about we're going backwards and writing the name?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we're doing next. All right, so dinitrogen. That's what? That's 2. So that means nitrogen has what symbol? Nitrogen symbol. So I write N, and you and Urelli both said it gets what subscript? All right. Trioxide. O, and it gets how many?
I know that one better.
Wow, dear.
Remember that one.
What does the last one say?
So, what's sulfur, like,
What?
something?
I said,
Thank you.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. So the last one. Sulfur is
S.
S. What prefix does it have?
Nothing.
So 1. And hexa is, and fluoride is, so SF6.
Steve.
Everybody okay?
No.
You feel okay about writing the formulas?
Yeah.
Okay. You with me, Malik?
Yeah.
Say what?
So rather you did that.
Okay, I'm perfectly content to wait.
There you go ahead. I will give you like a minute already.
So how can I fill this out?
Felt the earth storm on the floor first, huh? All right, has everybody had time? All right, so now we're going to do what Nigel asked me about a second ago. Are we going to go backwards? Yes. All right. So now we're going to write the name. I'm going to give you the formula. You're going to write the name for me. Okay? Now, and again, I wrote in green up there. You can only do this if it's covalent, if it's 2 nonmetals. Okay? You cannot do this for ionic. All right. We're still naming the first element, just like we did a little while ago, right? But this time, the part that makes it different is we add a prefix if the subscript is different than 1. So if it has a 2, 3, 4, 5, you would add a prefix. Okay? So, I think I got a little space here.
Right. So are we just taking this, what we're learning right now, and just adding it to everything that's learned?
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you have something like NO2, the N has no prefix.
But if you have N2O4, that would have a prefix. Okay, you have to look at that first element. Okay, and you have to see how many it has. Okay, you have to look at that first element and see if it's going to get a prefix.
Well, you know those little pink cards that you're supposed to write for teacher appreciation?
Yeah.
I was gonna send you one, but I didn't have a pen.
Oh, I'm so sorry you didn't have a pen.
Is that a pen?
But it's just thought that counts, that's why I'm letting you know.
That's true. It's a thought that counts. I appreciate that you thought of me.
You lying?
Not over here.
I would have heard, so she should care.
Maybe she probably didn't hear me. So.
See someone get a kid.
One Giavi on the side.
She said it's verse 1
And what, is it invisible light?
No, I did write you one.
It says something about me, about you yelling at me all the time.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
She didn't appreciate it.
I did appreciate it.
Well, she did.
You did.
Yeah.
You celebrate one.
Right.
You never know when I need it. What?
That's why you go to sleep. Drink my water.
It's okay. I see why you did it, Paul. I didn't even know we could do that.
I
Oh,
see why you did it, bro.
You need to get out more.
you keep getting in the way. Move.
All right, the last step. Name the second element, and this time you must add a prefix. And you have to add what ending? I. Guys, you're doing two things. You're really three things, I guess. You're naming the second element, you're adding a prefix, and you're adding IDE. Okay? Mario, what are you doing?
Bored.
He's helping.
Whoa,
I'm bored.
Mario,
You.
go.
whoa.
Like,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know what
Go sit down.
I mean. Bored.
Miss Walker, about to.
I gotta go too.
Do you have any hall passes left?
No.
I haven't used them.
Oh, please. Go write you down.
I gotta get attention so I can hang out with you.
No, I don't.
Nice. Good to see you.
Can I use the restroom so I can get less attention?
No.
Just don't go to the bathroom. All right, is everybody caught up?
Yeah.
Tell me when you're caught up, Malik. What are you doing now?
I like this color.
Give me strength.
Duct tape.
And I'm bored.
All right, are we there? Tell me where you're at, Malik. That's fine. I won't go if you still need time.
Okay, I got it.
You sure? Okay.
We got
All right.
5 more slides.
So we want to write the name of CBR4. All right. Name the first element.
Carbon.
All right. How many carbons are there? If there's only one, do I put a prefix there? No. So I just write carbon. Okay. You only put a prefix if there's more than one. All right. Now, for the second element, you must put a prefix. Huh? What? Is he talking in English or is he switch languages on me? What?
You said peroxide.
Oh, I thought he said like far
I heard peroxide.
I thought he said something like you did. Far side, track side. I'm like, what?
I said far side track meet or something.
It sound like that.
Okay. Whatever you're watching back there, turn the volume down.
Right. You don't know, it's just like
Okay. So bromine is Br, right?
Yeah.
How many bromines do we have?
1, 4.
4. So we have to add a prefix. What is the prefix? Tetra. Okay, so we write tetra, bromine, and what do I do to that INE to make it bromide? IDE. We change the N to a D. So tetrabromide. Okay, that's what you were trying to get out. Oh.
He had his like own little like relation back there.
All right.
Silicon.
All right. What is SI?
Silicon.
So silicon or silicone. You can say it either way.
Weird to say it the other way.
All right. How many SIs do I have? None or one. We have one there. All right. So do I need a prefix? All right. The second element is oxygen. So we put what ending on it? IDE. How many do I have? So I make it dioxide.
Nitrogen.
All right, how many nitrogens do I have over there, Jose?
2.
So what do I put on the front of it? I got to put di this time because there's 2. So dinitrogen.
I'm that skinny that I can put my whole arm in this.
That's some skill.
I can't get it out.
Trioxide.
All right, and for the second one, how many O's? So I put tri.
It's stuck now. I don't think I can get it off.
Well, you're going to have your arm cut off because we're not losing my duct tape.
Really?
You got mine.
Your roll is almost empty, and that's half a roll. That stuff's expensive. We just cut his arm off.
Yeah, because
Alright.
mine's totally not like $40,000.
No, it's not. Trust me.
It
Oh my
is.
God.
You know how my prosthetic limbs are?
Do you know how much 7 hours worth of eye surgery? Just the hospital surgery, not the doctors, not the anesthesiologist. 7 hours worth of surgery. The room.
That's a long time.
He didn't spend the night. This was outpatient.
You know, I don't got insurance.
How much do you think it cost?
40,000.
Huh?
About 50 grand.
I would have thought 50 grand too. I was way off.
Lower.
It's more than
It was more than 50 grand.
How much?
50 grand.
$250.
$84,000. All total bills coming in are somewhere in the ballpark of $95,000 for 7 hours for a detached retina.
That is too much.
I agree with you. I almost fell on the floor.
Fucking cheap.
I was worried I was going to have a heart attack when I opened the bill.
I would have left. I would have died. I would have just killed myself.
Oh yeah, overtime for years.
Bro, if that happened to me, I would just be like, man, I'll just kill me.
Dude, I ain't got that kind of money. I mean, even with insurance, my part would be about 10 grand. Now, looking at those 4, write me the answers. Write the names. Because writing the formulas is easier than the names. Right. Set up back there. This is not a bed. We're not taking a nap. I've
Really? What?
said you can sit on the couch. That's as lenient as I'm willing to be. You cannot stretch out and take a nap. Or even lay on it. No. It's not bowling.
Let's go.
Put that over there on the left.
Class field
Sit
trip.
still.
Let's go bowling.
I wouldn't vote him.
I'll play b-ball.
How come you didn't think of that?
No, Miss Wall.
What?
We were learning about like that.
Yeah.
How come you didn't take us bowling?
Die.
That's a missed opportunity.
And
That would have been so fun.
We're also
for
full.
Yeah.
We can do that next year, Miss Wall. For real. Take your students on a bowling trip.
You guys have been going.
Still before.
We have the kids pay for their like wait.
I'm sure. Oh, find some man. Quickly.
He's just like.
Come on, let's go. Find some man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, these songs.
He wanted
Miss
it.
Wall, can I use the restroom? I actually have to go.
Really? I like when people ask me, I need to go to the bathroom. I actually have to use the bathroom.
What do y'all do the rest of the time? Just wander in the halls aimlessly?
Yes. No, cause like,
Really be
you
like-
always say no.
Hey,
Can I please? I'll do detention. I don't have any more.
Yeah.
I'll stay.
I guess you can stay with me.
Yeah, lunch detention.
I'm trying to look at the answer.
All right, listen now, stop getting text. You already owe me the text. You already owe me the text.
Oh, detention? Yeah. You know, I'll stay after. I just keep staying outside anyways.
Well, then I guess you could come hang in here. You'll be 20 minutes. Mario.
Where's my keys?
Come sit
Wait,
down.
even so-
Hey, Mario. You did hold him out.
Why you pointing at me?
Because you out of his pocket.
No, I don't have shit.
Which one of you put his keys?
I have a ski.
That's all right. That's all right.
Come on, find me
I
something.
saw your hand.
Are we done with notes now?
Other than practicing, yes.
Stars.
This one?
Trials.
I think we're
That's
supposed to
the first. Makes me weird.
Which one we doing?
I want to see the right.
That's
That's not.
Just love that. What's that for?
The ending of it. That's probably today.
Can I go number one?
Make sure that paper's back on my desk.
It's so cold in
That's the only one
here.
I did.
Come sit down.
I can't sit down. I'll freeze.
What are those jackets on?
They look old.
They're not old.
They look old.
One is a Columbia jacket. The other one is a Under Armour hoodie.
And I'm one brand of it too.
Trials.
He didn't like it. I can't.
Alright, how many seconds you got?
I'll write
Okay.
She was in a computer.
I'll write the next one.
Okay,
You
so
will
that's
not.
first.
You saw
I
that.
will.
Second bill. So how many seats? One, so that's three.
It's like
You only
medium.
second. Oh, how many of those you got? So,
Medium bug.
Wrong. Oh, that's what you get.
I gotta crack my foot.
Now right there.
somebody can actually cool.
Oh, hurry up.
Oh, big lady. You don't put pretensions in front of things that have water.
Why is it
What you
green?
doing a second time? Stop.
Yes.
Calm.
That looks like some witches.
Come on, guys, hurry up so we can start mixing this stuff up.
Oh, she told you to. I told you to shut it up. She said, shut up. That's what Najee said. Oh. No, you said it. It's on camera. We heard it on camera. Here. Harassment on camera. Again.
It's on live. You're gonna get
Arrested.
Arrested.
We got all this. No problem. I'll call.
One from the hallway that came in here.
One. Can you do that?
Yeah.
If it's one.
It's just phosphorus.
I've only been recording
No.
for about 3 years.
So I
If this
just
one
write
doesn't have anything, you just put the name
All right,
of
you
that
still done.
one.
I thought this was one. No.
That's
what's
what's
Stupid.
Hey, language.
Hey, you didn't even know where to put your little oxide. First of all, at least I got that part right on my face.
And then
Monophosphorus.
CL is so it's 5.
What was 5? 5 was penta.
You're gonna start.
I'm gonna call your mom. Tell her.
Girl, you running it too big. You're not gonna have to pay.
Said she on her way. Look at you. Penta. Right.
That's what I said.
I don't know.
And then you put
It's alright.
what I tell you.
Alright, what about the last one?
We just did those. It's somebody
I can't
else.
see the last one.
We just did the 3. Come on now. Go. The outside. Chlorine.
All you see is straight. All you see is gray hair.
All you see is green hair.
He's a junior.
I'm not talking about this.
Leave.
I'm not graduating this year. Just think about it for next
This
year.
demonstrates abuse.
You already told
Calling
me
your
you're
mother.
construction. I asked you yesterday.
Oh, face it this way.
What do you think about it?
I do.
What's wrong with
Face it
you?
this way. Calling her mom.
Miss Wall. How they even know what this is if it looks backwards on the camera?
It's not gonna be backwards when you actually look at it.
When you look at it. Will you stop pissing me off?
All right, so we got Texas chloride. What goes in front of it?
Someone erased it.
It might have been me when I wrote.
Did you over here messing?
All right, now move so they can see the answers.
No, they don't need to see the answer. They should have already had it.
What in the world is going on with this? Magic.
Magic. All right, check your
There's
answers.
carbon.
Oh, how did it get over here?
Just delete it.
And so you can hit the arrows too. All right, questions about the answers. Because now we need to mix them up. Which is the hard part in this. If my giggling girls can get out of the way. All right, any issues with this?
Yes.
What's your issue, Ms. Brown? State it.
Someone must read it.
Stop looking at people grades. Put that down.
Oh, this is.
All right, now we're going to talk about mixing them up.
That's how you knew.
So let's say that this, would y'all get off those flip books?
Oh.
So when you look at writing the names for these,
Just the other way.
how do you decide whether you can or cannot use those prefixes? Because this is what happens when I put this on the quiz. What's today? Tuesday? Thursday. Okay, we're going to take a quiz on this Thursday. So, people look up here and they go aluminum, and they go trichloride. Yes, it is. I wrote it wrong intentionally. This is wrong. All right? And so people are like, what? I don't understand what I did wrong, Miss Wall. They don't get it. So what is wrong with that answer?
I know
Right?
exactly what's wrong.
What's wrong?
Does it
Because
have
can
something to
anybody
do
tell
with-
me?
Does it have something to do with the?
It's not covalent. It's on.
That's right.
Tell them.
Right? This is an ionic compound. This is a metal and a
So you
non-metal.
have to write it.
You cannot use a prefix
If
in
it
that
has
name.
prefix.
Okay?
It
It's not allowed. The only places you can use prefixes are covalent. So if it's covalent,
You can use them.
you could use a prefix.
So ionic. no.
Okay? Ionic is a no. So before you do any naming, the first thing we should do is run through here and see where the ionics are and where the covalents are.
Yes.
Or the
So-
metal and non-metal.
What kind of compound is this?
Metal.
The easiest thing to do is, where's the metals? As long as it has a metal, it's ionic. If there's no metal, it's automatically covalent.
Al is metal.
All right, so this is a metal, it's ionic. Where else is a metal?
We have a metal for Mg.
So this is a metal, so it's ionic.
Also Ca.
All right,
We don't have one for that one.
Na. I think that's it.
Yeah.
all right. So that means that there's no prefix if it's ionic. Okay, so no mono, di, tri on questions 1, 3, 4, and 6. You can use the prefixes on 2 and 5. All right, so when we go to write the names for number 1, how do we write the name for question 1?
aluminum,
Chloride.
and that's it. Aluminum chloride. No prefixes. It's just aluminum chloride and you're done. Okay? When you go to do number 2, it's covalent, so we'll use a prefix.
Carbon.
So you'd write carbon
Dioxide.
and then
Dioxide.
dioxide. You got it? Can you do the remaining 4 for me?
Yes.
All right, do those real quick.
I will do it after
Yes, you can. Do those 4. Nigel, go check. Yes. Do those 4. Not on my board on your paper.
Okay, I'll bring my paper.
Find me the answer.
Back up.
Come on, find me an answer. Find the names.
Want me to go up there?
No. I'm going to check this quiz paper and then y'all are going to be done with those 4.
Hey, Ms. Wall, can I use a fire blanket?
She said, "What?"
Why not?
Because I should.
I think you can.
You really using them for your eyes? I do.
You may not use a fire blanket.
So cold. Almost at the school.
Why is it so cold? How come every time it's hot, humid, turn the air off, but then when it's getting cooler, they turn it on? It doesn't make sense.
I'm not in charge. I don't know.
No, but you know what I'm talking
Put the
about.
foot down, it's your room.
Hey, you guys notice it's getting colder, right? Like outside. Like it's cold.
Yes, and it'll be warm again by Wednesday.
I like it cold.
That's why global warming is.
Father, listen.
Please don't look like that.
You heard? All right, we got them?
No.
Need me to wait?
Yeah.
Okay? I like the way she says that, just plain on her phone.
Who?
Yeah. Jose's not even making an effort. He looks like he's just stretched out sound asleep. All right, so tell me how to do number 3.
Magnesium.
Magnesium what?
Iodide.
Okay, magnesium. Iodide.
Is it calcium oxide?
Okay. And I got calcium oxide. All right, for 5. It's what, Ochdale? Dinitrogen. Tell her hush. Dinitrogen what, Ochdale? Tetraoxide is correct.
Oh, that's new. Oh, wait, I see why.
Okay, and the last one. Sodium what? Sodium sulfide. Okay, we got it?
Are we done now?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Back up. Back up. Oh, my God. If you back up in numbers, she won't fight us.
That's your homework.
Our homework.
Can I take a picture?
Yes, you can. So if I check homework tomorrow, this is what I'm expecting.
All right, everyone back up.
I'm expecting you to write the names of those 10.
I stayed with you 20 minutes.
You can check this one. You can either copy it or you can take a photo.
You couldn't zoom in next
Miss Curry.
all day.
Who? Miss Curry. Who?
Fine.
Where?
Oh, I'll give you my food.
Okay?
Don't take it out. No. What, hang it up? It's microwave.
I stay here.
I get off there myself.
What? Yes, you have 20 minutes. Work off your time, so if you say I need to go tomorrow, you can go.
Don't change your result.
I'm not, I'm just standing here.
Don't you get me
Guys,
nervous.
can this make up for my absences?
No, you cannot double dip. We only do time for absences after school.
I'm gonna stay today.
That's fine, I'll be here till about 4:15. Remember, those of you who need to do, makeup work, you have, be careful, you have today and tomorrow this week, and next week you have Monday and Wednesday. After Wednesday of next week, all this old makeup work that's hanging out there, can you make up old makeup work after next Wednesday? No. No. So if you have old makeup work, get in here and get it made up. Okay? Get it done. Oh, homework paper? Excuse me. Who else needed homework paper besides Jose? Was it Liliana? Yeah, be careful, don't melt the styrofoam. Otherwise, you'll ruin your food. There are toxic chemicals in the styrofoam. Yeah, you don't want to melt food.
I would do that.
That's bad for you.
I would do that. I don't.
Yeah, burn it to the plate.
Anybody else need a homework paper?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody else have it?
Who's this second?
The one that you had to turn in
Oh, I
today.
did that.
I know, I was going
You
to.
turned it in? I thought you checked it.
I did!
Oh, you don't turn it in.
Give me my chair back.
So if you checked it, that's turning it in.
I've already put it in the computer. Did you get it, Urelli?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I didn't really think that. No, I didn't.
Let me see if I can make it.
Make what?
So, I'm trying to get you ready.
Just put it in the trash can.
Oh, it broke again. You break it again. This pencil's fake. Your Chinese pencil.
Like my ex. Hey,
I guess that's what it is.
Will it break again?
Yeah.
Would you stop before you hit me?
Sorry, my bad. It broke again. Look, it keeps breaking.
That's because you didn't put it on the ground. Because this fool keeps throwing the pencil on the floor in charge of it, keep flying up off the floor.
Look, it's like fake. It's not even wood. What is that?
Plastic.
I should have said
Just keep watching, or it's gonna blow up. Whatever's gonna happen.
I only took special ones. You should.
I have a fork.
Like, you have like a
Y'all
hundred.
have one? They told me.
Got your water.
Yeah, we got your water.
I'm going to get.
In the side, okay?
There's like 7 sides.
Not there.
Literally, yesterday.
People are so mean to me. I do not understand why.
No, because everybody's very handsy. This wall.
Yeah.
Is this safe to chew on these?
Is it safe to what?
Chew on these?
It'll probably break your teeth.
What kind of dog
You got a pipe
Oh,
on
look, there was a
before.
blooper. That's so cute.
Yeah, I've eaten a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have.
Exit ball.
Welcome.
It's not. You always have all sorts of stuff. You know the ones squeeze like that? She said I remember her. Yes. No.
If
So you have to do it.
it doesn't work, I would sell it.
I didn't do it. I didn't do my last paragraph. I put one sentence in there.
I'm putting finishing touches. How many paragraphs do you need?
No, it's not even.
Wait, so it's basically comparing. That's what you do, like.
Yeah, I can basically compare.
Your time, yes.
I don't know what else
I'm
to
on
do.
paragraph. If I ask you for some paragraph, none.
No, no.
And that is why. Wait, that's the case of the essay.
Stop this.